So here is myob website. Once you have subscribed with myob, you'll be able to use your accounting software immediately. So here we're going to use myob Essential. So to sign in, we select the drop-down arrow and click onto myob Essentials. Once you have done that, a window will come up and you will put in your email address and password. Once you have signed in, you'll come to your dashboard, which looks something like this. It's a snapshot of your income and your expenses. Very, very handy. So to create your quote, simply select sales and click on to create quote. So now we need to populate this quote. Now let's get the information from the job estimate. So looking at the job estimate, we have the project address as 10 Record Street. The client is Jenny Smith, and the development is for 2 double-story townhouse. So let's use this information and put it into our quote. So customer, I'll type in Jenny. As you can see, Jenny Smith is already been set up. If you need to set up a new customer, simply click onto this link and fill in all the details. As you can see, her address has already been set up. On the right-hand side, for quote number, this is generated by myob automatically, and we generally leave this number alone. As for customer PO number or customer purchase order number, I like to reference this with the job address. There you go, 10 Record Street. The issue date, let's select 31st of July, and expiry date for quote, generally it is 30 days. For status, here you have open, accepted, or decline. Now, once you have a response from your client, you can update the status here. So we will leave this as open for now, and the amounts are tax inclusive. As for this column down here, item ID, we're not going to use that as it's not very applicable for what we need. It's generally used for any itemized products or services. And if you do have those types of items, I suggest you get your bookkeeper or accountant to set this up for you because it can be a little bit tricky. So now under description, let's put in a brief description of this quote. And I'm just going to put in something like this. To construct a 2 double-story townhouse dwelling at 10 Record Street, Melbourne, as per plans and specifications. Now on to the next column, accounts. So for this particular quote, we are potentially generating income, so we will select construction income. Now for the next few columns here, we're going to enter in our amount. So let's double check the amount from the estimate. So I'm going to scroll down here. And here we have the total plus the profit and GST, which gives us an estimate, including GST, of $1,042,000. Now let's input this amount onto our quote. For unit, we select 1. Number of units is also 1. And the unit price is $1,042,000. As you can see, the amount is also duplicated here and also down there. For the next column, jobs, I highly recommend any builder or any trade businesses to use this allocation, simply because once you have allocated either the income or variations, progress claims, expenses and cost of sales into the particular job, you'll be able to generate from the system a job profit and loss report, which summarizes and advises where you have gone over or under budget, and it gives you a bottom line of where your profit or loss are. So this is very important, and I highly suggest that you use this. and allocate it appropriately. Now that we have filled in all the details, we're just going to double check that we're happy with the quote, which I am, and I'm happy to now finally email this quote. So here you can see the client's email is automatically populated. This is from when we set up the client's details from the beginning. Also here, email me a copy. I prefer this ticked because when I receive a copy, it reassures me that my client has also received it. Under the subject, this is defaulted as the quote number and the company name, as well as in the subject line, I prefer to input the property address just for ease of reference for your clients and yourself. Now here in the message box, you can write any message you like, or as for this instance, I've got a defaulted message. Now, if you want to do have your own defaulted message, simply just click onto this link and input your message there. So here I also would like to input the address again, just to formalize it a bit. Now, scrolling down further, here you've got attachments where you can upload any attachments such as plans, specifications, images, anything that you think it is appropriate and applicable for this quote. As for quote template, we will use the defaulted one, which would have been set up earlier. So now that we are happy with all the information we've gathered, let's send this quote. Email sent successfully. Now, wasn't that easy? Now that you have learned how to use an accounting software to send through a quote, you can access this anywhere around the world at any time. Now, isn't that brilliant? Now, you don't need to have the fear or have any risk that this quote will go missing. It will always be there unless you physically go in and delete it, which I recommend you don't. So let's go ahead and see what it looks like from the client's end, how it appears on their email. So in this case, we'll go into Outlook. And as you can see, there's a few here, but this is basically what they see at a glance on their phones, on their iPads, or on their laptops, wherever they've got their email set up. So I'm going to open this up. As you can see, there's the quote number, the street address, and the company's details, along with the message that we had done earlier. Now, also with this email, there is an attached quote with it. Let's open this quote and have a look. As you can see, you've got your logo there, your company details there, the quote number, your expiry date, the client details and the job details, a brief description, and your quoted amount. Now, going back to the myob screen, as you can see, you have just sent the quote out to your client. It's been receipted. And how fabulous and amazing and efficient that all you had to do was use one software to issue a quote out so professionally and so efficient in real time. And here you'll always have this reference and your quote easily accessible from anywhere around the world at any time. As you can see, the process is quite simple. Using these applications ensures your business to be more organized, streamlined, secure, and professional. Most importantly, it allows you more time to generate income for your business. Now, I hope this video has been informative to you, so now that you can implement some digital record keeping methods.